Chat, what's up? What's good, chat? Just coming up here kicking it with y'all for a while. For a second. Seeing what my chat got going. What's going on? Yo, Cole, what up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Chat, just coming up here kicking it with y'all, man. I ain't seen y'all in like 2 or 3 days. Right now, I'm working out some things with the Master Key program, some business shit. And so as soon as we get everything squared away with this business shit, then I'll be running the regular live stream back. But right now, I just wanted to hop on and just kick it with y'all, man. Any questions? Any things about the videos that we tapped into? Any questions y'all got for me? Yo, this is the time, man. We're just kicking it. What's up with y'all, man? I hope y'all seeing through the layers of everything that's going on, and nobody's able to finesse, man. I know that y'all been really digging those videos that I be putting out, and thank you so much for that. So you already know. I do got an episode of Master Key program that I'm gonna be running soon, but like I said, the it's gonna get like that. If you want to book a FaceTime with me, it's 75. So if you want to book that FaceTime with me, you can tap in with me. Uh, just hit me up. You might say, who the fuck is Charlie Kirk? For sure, just hit me up in the comments, bro, and I'll give you my email so we can get it done. All right. What's good though, chat? Who the fuck is Charlie Kirk? What y'all up to? What y'all been doing, man? We've been really kicking it, yo. Jason, what up? So I think, bro, I just dropped a video too on y'all, man, about what made your attackers go from just business to like personally out trying to get you type shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of y'all finding yourself in these situations where it's you're going through these attacks, and you finding yourself in these crazy situations. You gotta understand all of that shit is happening because you a chosen one. You got powers. How many of y'all? I don't want to put y'all business out there, but a lot of y'all, man, be resonating with the stuff that I say. So anybody got any questions, serious questions that they want to ask, you could tap in with me, and maybe I can help you get an insight on what you may be going through. You know what I'm saying? I knew them for years. They turned on me, gang. Wow. Yeah, that's what they do. A lot of times. But you gotta look at it like this too. When you go into these spiritual awakening, a lot of y'all, right? So what you gotta understand about this reality is we live in a construct, right? We live in a matrix. And so we live in a simulation. And it's levels to this shit. It's frequencies. You got different frequencies. You got all types of shit. So once your conscious level up, a lot of people are gonna turn their back on you because a lot of people are just only a part of this system. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit happens a lot of times. This is why it seems like people turning their back on you, people turning on you and doing all the type of shit that they're doing because your frequency level go up. Everything is frequency, man. And I'm gonna start dropping little member only videos about stuff like that. Frequency. I got so much content to give y'all. No, I don't know who that is. It's gonna be in soon. Bad breed, God. Creations, good luck. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Everybody, a potential agent. Yes, facts. What's good, Blue Sea? What's good with it? You already know. Checking in for sure. Where y'all from, man? Crazy baby. I don't know what you're talking about, love. Like, you fucking me up. Bay Area was good. He a comedian, Eugene Levin. He's from Canada. I'm gonna check him out. I'll check him out for sure. Yeah, chat. Dallas, Texas, Dade County. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, I'm actually in Miami right now. What's up, man? What's good? Chicago, Blue Sea from Chicago. Okay, okay. Cheers to life, for sure. Oh, he's an American Pie. I think I know who you're talking about. Big chillin'. Had a spiritual breakthrough, then the attack started. That's how it goes, chat. When you come into these spiritual awakening, Memphis 10 in the building. Look at this boring flop, whatever. Leeds, England, love you, bro. For sure. Shout out to my people out in England. I love you back. What they do, I knew you was from. Yeah, you already know, bro. You already know. You see the swag, gang. Starburst. What's up, love? Yeah, so no, this dude is whack for sure. Chosen ones, what's up? What's up? So chat, yeah, a lot of times when you go through these spiritual awakenings, you start to literally like life changes, bro. And so you go through something what I call like when reality jumps on you, right? Now this is a term that quantum physics physicists use. It's called reality jumping on you. So what happened is you went through Sam. What's up, Sam? You went through an awakening that literally took you to a whole parallel universe, bro. A lot of y'all, right? How many of y'all in the chat is not even operating as who you used to be? You don't even identify with the old choices and your old patterns because you have tapped in so consciously. And see, the thing is, chat, right? This is why it's so good. This is why it's so good to be living in these times that we live in, right? This technological age, when they have come out with all the video games and all the technology, because this literally enabled us to see through the reality. This literally enabled us to be able to see the patterns, be able to understand that we in a fucking simulation, right? See, it was harder for the ancestors in back in those days because they didn't have the access to the things that we have now. So us living, a lot of y'all are coming into spiritual awakenings that a lot of y'all have come into a spiritual awakenings that Buddhists and monks have tried to unlock for years, the understanding of this reality, and you gained it in a span of 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? This is the times we living in, bro. And so right now, the answers to this world, we have literally broken this matrix, chat. Right. We've literally broken this matrix. Yes. What I like to know is where do ceiling birds come from? Smash the like button for sure. Enlightenment. Yes. Silver Fox, what's up, love? So we are literally operating in frequencies that a lot of people, bro, they didn't have access to the things that we have. I was in MK Ultra. Damn. I hear the ringing for sure. Being crowned right now. Facts. Yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. Y'all light crowns is activating, man. A lot of y'all have the powers to do whatever. So somebody said, what's next? Whatever you want to do, man, do it. You know? As a collective, we need to start perceiving this world as better, right? We need to stop believing everything that they put on the media. Stop believing, which we've already have, and we start perceiving the world as a better place overall, right? You know, every time I try to watch that movie, I fall asleep for sure, right? And pretty much, bro, it's all into what you want to do. Somebody said, "What's next?" It's all into what you want to do. Kim McCrae, what up? Florida people are chosen for sure. Look behind the facades. Yeah. It's time to start seeing through the illusions, man, and start really going far with this shit. I'm just saying. Yeah, shout out to my chat. The Matrix will deceive. So, guys, you gotta understand, right? Once we have come into this fucking this grand awakening that we are in right now, right? What happens is we come into the grand awakening, we wake up, right? This shit is falling together automatically, chat. Literally falling together automatically for us. Swag, Samuel Kim, thank you. I'm a small music creator named Insomnium. Could you please shout me out? Shout out to Insomnium. I hope I'm saying that right, bro. Being given assignments for sure. So, chat, anybody got any questions about situations that they might be in? I want to help you see through the layers on anything you might be going through, um, any patterns you're trying to decode. This is why I'm doing this live right here, Q and A. I just want to help. I usually so many people come to me and book sessions with me, book one-on-ones and stuff like that. So like my YouTube fam, I just want to help. I'm doing good. Facts. Bro, the chosen ones should be doing good, bro. Right now, we go through what we go through, right? That walk is hard. But once you get through that dark night of the soul and you level up, so anybody that's seeing themselves going through the things that I've talked about in the videos, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Helping the chosen ones for sure. Galaxy Galore. I appreciate that, love. All right. I'm doing good right now. Facts. I have a question, but it's really deep. Go ahead and ask it. It's lonely. It gets lonely. But, if you're finding yourself in that state of isolation right now, this is literally because your new life is rendering into reality. So right now in isolation, you should be working on you very hard. You should be working out, finding healthy habits, doing the things, lining yourself up to be who you want to be. I saw you on the grinder, but you have got back to me on there. Word, hermit mode, facts, entertain yourself. Yes, yes. Yes, for sure. Chat, I really appreciate y'all tapping in with me. I'm just coming out of that honey trap. Almost got my, yeah, facts, bro. The honey trap, real. That one's recently awakened, and we to find the other chosen ones now. Yes, the chosen ones are linking up for real. A majority of them videos you post on here, I can relate. Facts, you're going to. He trolling about. I don't know, bro. Had to break bad habits. Yeah, how to break bad habits. Oh, well, how to break bad habits is to, that's a good question. Um, it's a brain thing, right? It's so a habit is really like programming. You got to understand that this is not something that, you're doing consciously. This is a programming that you're operating in. A lot of times when we operate in these bad habits, they come from comfortability, right? We get comfortable doing a certain thing, not realizing this is programmed. You operating on autopilot. So even if you want to break a bad habit, right? Studying chosen line up with me perfect for sure, Jason. If you want to break a bad habit, you first got to have uh consciousness that you are even programmed in a little bit, right? Anna said, first identifying the programming and then going against it, man. That's the easiest way. Anna, I have criminal stalkers and police calls me schizophrenic. So, Anna, what you got to understand, a lot of times when you're in these places, when you're going through what you're going through, you got to understand. So, Anna, I assume you're going through the gang stalking, right? That's what's happening. You're going through the gang stalking. All right. Police calling you schizophrenic. What you got to understand about gang stalking is that this is I don't get high, bro. I just like this style. You know what I'm saying? This is just my type of swag. But what you got to understand is the gang stalking, right? This is a spiritual event. This is a phenomenon. All of us in the chat that have leveled up to a certain frequency, uh, you know what I'm saying? All of us in the chat, literally, we got to the point where you get to a certain frequency. What happens is you are in a system, right? And I made a video about this on YouTube right now. You are in a simulation. So this is coded. This is a coded simulation, ones and zeros. Once you level up to a certain frequency, your frequency sends out a beacon, and they realize that you are not operating in fucking matrix default settings. You become like a threat or a virus. All right, this is what you gotta understand. And so the gang stalking is like a defense mechanism that the matrix issues out, right, for you to fall back or get pulled back into it, right? So you got to understand, if you're being gang stalked, it's just a part of the spiritual walk. It's really, it's a spiritual thing. All right, they try to gaslight you. Right, it's a spiritual thing. This is why when you go to the police, they're gonna act like you're fucking crazy. This is why when you call people, they're not seeing it. This is why no matter how many times you change phones, no matter where you go, the shit keep happening. Whatever. It's because right now you just bounced into a whole spiritual awakening. That's a part of it that you have to go through. I'm sorry. Right? Because you got to understand, right? Majority of these motherfuckers in this reality are what? NPCs, right? 80 to 85, maybe 90% of people are NPCs, meaning they are non-playable characters, meaning they don't have a soul. They are just shells operating a part of the matrix, right? These individuals can be hijacked at any time and be used to gang stalk you. So if you find yourself being in that gang stalking situation, understand, and overstand. That is only a fucking it's a part of it. It's a part of the spiritual walk. Um, how do you stop it? Let's talk about that. How do you stop the gang stalking? Well, when you see these people watching you or whatever, this is what you should do. This is what I would do, right? This is what I used to do. I would just walk up to them and be like, yo, what's good? Hey, I ain't from around here. Can you tell me where the fuck such and such at? And then them bitches turn regular. Then you can see that that shit is just a programming. All the gang stalkers are dying, becoming really ill. Right. They just are stealing your light and don't fall. Right. Yeah, you got to stay sober too, because if you out here getting high while you going through the gang stalking and shit, they going, that shit is going, that's going to make it worse. But understanding that gang stalking shit, so you got to realize all of these motherfuckers, the archons watching you when your frequency level raises up high, it becomes a point where these people are able to gang stalk you and shit. And this is what happens, right? People get hijacked by the archons because they are watching you in the base reality. So you gotta understand, this reality has layers. You got the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and decoded structure of reality. Everything that's happening, right? Everything that's happening in this reality is happening in the base reality. All right, everything that's happening in this reality is happening in the spiritual realm. If you being watched and targeted, it's because they're watching you. They're literally, that's spirits. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's going on, chat. So you gotta understand that, man. You know. So yeah, and that's gang stalking shit is just a spiritual. How you defeat the gang stalking. Also, when you notice that you're going through the gang stalking, don't become don't become fucking scared. Let that empower you. All right? It gets a bit crazy, chosen people, buckle up. It gets crazy, but you come out of that shit, bro. Don't even try to feed into it. Don't try to play no game with it. Don't try to outsmart it. Just ignore that shit. Live regular. The more you focus on it, the worse it gets. This shit is spiritual. You see the gang stalking, understand that you have broken through. Your frequency level is very high. You gotta ignore that shit. Move around. When you stop paying attention to it, because think about it, right? These people ain't doing shit to you. They just looking at you, watching you, going everywhere, whatever. This shit is a mind thing. That's how you gonna feel, Anna. You're gonna feel like that. I've been through it. Trust me. Now, now listen. You wanna isolate yourself. Now, if you find yourself in the honey trap with the gang stalking, they could put hands on you, because if you're in the honey trap, then the Matrix is desiring to delete your ass and restart you. Because honey trap is final boss for the chosen ones, right? So if you're gang stalked, move from that area, right? If you're being gang stalked, I know it's just easy. It seems like, yo, Jay, I can't just up and leave. You got to find a way to just move around. You got to switch your code. What is your code? It's pattern, your pattern. So if the system can't track you no more. You have broken free from the system, which initiates the gang stalking. If you move to another place and you don't tell nobody where you going or tell nobody that's a part of this matrix where you're at, all that shit will stop. Yeah, see, yeah, it's good that you block that honey trap. See, the honey trap is final boss. The honey trap is trying to take you down. Yeah, it's real. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit is real. So you got it's all a spiritual walk. We've all been through it. This is why I can make these videos. Y'all hear the videos and y'all understand. Y'all tapped in because it's all the same shit. I meant to type Roderick. What's up, Roderick? So yeah, you're not always safe. You gotta move around, chat. All right. Gotta move around, chat. Gotta move around. It's been happening recently, but I be moving. Right. You gotta really isolate yourself. They don't want you to isolate, but you gotta get away from any motherfuckers. If you around people and they not realizing that you're being gangstar or seen, get away from them, bro. They are part of the matrix. And a lot of times, if you're going through that and you're around people that you really don't know like that, somebody that you just met or got in a relationship with, move around. They're a part of it. Yeah, you and then when you go up against these cults, man, these witches. So a lot of times, bro, these witches and warlocks, these be archons in human form, chat. That's how they be knowing how to do magic. Cause these motherfuckers gotta plug in. Yup. I took down some witches, man. I ain't tripping off them. What about drones on the sky? All of that shit come around, bro, because of your frequency. All of that shit come around because of your frequency. That's all it is, man. For real, for real. Bro, I eat witches for breakfast. Yeah. You must understand that we are protected, though. Facts, bro. You definitely, if you going up against this shit, you definitely protected. You got power. You got to tap into your power. You got to unlock your DNA by sun gazing, moon gazing, grounding, and actually practicing, seeing what powers you can do. Tap in. They're just fans, facts. I'm isolated. I go to court a couple weeks. Right. Bro, what? I understand. They never flew over me, but last week they did something mad. Facts. I found my code in the dessert. For sure. Yeah, chat. That's how it be. Yo, chat. I just want to say I love y'all, man. I just wanted to tap in and kick it with y'all for a little bit. As soon as we fix this business situation that I got working out for this Master Key program shit, then I'm gonna be back doing this Master Key program. Right now, we just cooling out. Yep. Make sure y'all tapped in with me on TikTok at JOriginator 111. Also, Instagram, Facebook. Y'all can catch me over there every day, breaking down the Matrix, man. I love y'all, chat. I'll catch y'all later.